using the junction boxes, obviously. In starting the tongue and groove, measured from the elbow in the truss, sort of at each end, to see how square it was. And I'm not sure, was this side
Off by an inch.
an inch, so about the same as the other side then. Excuse me, so it wasn't too bad. And then we split that difference and ran a string across the length of the wall to give us a spot to start.
Sorry, Rob.
Yep.
How did you measure the square? Like, from what were your references?
From the top plate on the wall to the, see the joint where the pitch changes in the roof truss there?
Yeah.
Yeah, at each end. Then we ran a string, and that gave us a starting point to start putting up the tongue and roof. So we tried to use as many long lengths as possible, so we wouldn't have as much waste in cutting the wood. And staggered the lengths, so you wouldn't have the end joints lying up in two adjacent rows. So those joints are sort of staggered. When you come to a junction box, what we did was mark the box with, we tried a Sharpie, and that sort of worked but didn't, and then we used Burnett's crayon, and that worked. So, did you get that back? Yeah. And then cut out the hole with the jigsaw. So that seemed to work pretty good. The holes were not much of a gap around those. And like Chris said this morning, the next step as we get around to the steeper pitch would be to put some blocking in between the trusses to hold insulation up there, keep it from falling down. The change in pitch of that corner in the truss there, we ripped a board at an angle so that the steeper truss would that end would just butt up against the cut end of the lower pitched roof, just to keep it nice and tight. And we may end up trimming this change in pitch spots out in the truss, and maybe some arches, I guess, where the walls meet the ceiling. Some extra trim there.